For some reason, this past weekend, we had Sami Zayn defeat Carmelo Hayes for the United States Championship. Um, 3 weeks before Mania at the time. Now we're 2 weeks before Mania. In dos semanas, and for some reason, they decided to pull the trigger on Sami Zayn. Now, mind you, Sami Zayn was the same man who kept teasing going after the world championship. He was teasing going after the world championship back when Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux are part of the company. Sami Zayn was backstage and he was on Raw. He was on a whole different brand, and they were talking about, Sammy, you can't win the big one. You'll never be world champion. Sammy, you can't win the big one. You'll never be world champion. And Sami Zayn's supposed to be the underdog, but Sami Zayn is main event at WrestleMania. He's won every championship in the entire company besides an actual world title. He's on the main roster. He's won the NXT Championship, Tag Team Championships, Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Champions, United States Championship, Intercontinental Championship, main event at WrestleMania. Defeated Gunther and ended his streak. How was that an underdog? You can't be an underdog for like 20 years, you know? It just can't work. But for some reason, Triple H decided to pull the trigger on Sami Zayn for whatever. Dude was having backstage segments with Cody Rhodes and punching water bottles and cups and solo cups and saying, "Damn it!" And crashing out because Cody Rhodes, was just saying words, and then he. Now, mind you, this was before and after Elimination Chamber. So after Elimination Chamber and before Elimination Chamber, Sami Zayn kept asking Cody Rhodes, "How do you become world champion? How do you become world champ? What did you do? What did you have to do mentally to prepare yourself to become world champion, Cody?" And then he even asked Randy Orton, "How could you possibly screw your best friend over in the Elimination Chamber by RKOing him? You're supposed to be buddies." He was asking the entire roster at this point, or just any member of Legacy, how to win the WWE Championship, and then he randomly wins the United States mid card title. United States Championship is a mid card. So you're whining and complaining and begging and moaning and groaning and grinding and humping and bumping just to win a world. That's so stupid. You cry and you moan and you complain about, I am world championship material, even though I come to work looking like I just rolled out of bed. I'm here to win the WWE championship. That makes zero sense. Just for him to. And the sad part about it is, super sad. The part that's really sad about it is that Carmelo Hayes wanted stories. He wanted stories for his United States Championship. And then instead of getting a story, he gets constant weekly, endless loop of WWE 2K exhibition matches that nobody really remembers. And then he takes on someone from AAA, which the main roster bubble fans don't watch NXT. They don't watch AAA. They only watch Raw and SmackDown. And sometimes you'll have the audience and the fans who are trained SEALs, so they just don't. Half of them don't even watch the product. Some of them are just drunk to have a good time. Some of them are there because their kids brought them there and their kids are fans. Carmelo Hayes had a disappointing title reign. It was not good by any means because it was just an endless loop of conveyor belts, and it was a conveyor belt of exhibitions. That's it. He was undeniably done dirty, and it's really sad. It's really sad because his reign could have been good, but then they just kind of. It's really unfortunate. And recently, Baron Corbin, he had said something along the lines of, actually, I'll see if I can find it right here, actually. Baron Corbin, Carmelo Hayes. Yeah, so Baron Corbin said, just in my opinion, but Carmelo Hayes got screwed. He deserved a Mania match. Him and Ilya made the title better again. Made that title matter again. And then he went on to say, "Give me Ilya versus Trick versus Melo at Mania." And then he said, "Make it a three-way." Melo has carried that. That is that is very sad. That's really sad. That's really sad, man. That's really sad that you have. That's really unfortunate, man. But that's that week to week booking. See, it was actually, when was Friday? So Friday was March 27th. Yeah, so March 27th. Originally, we were supposed to have Julia versus the match between Julia and Tiffany was supposed to be for the title, but then Triple H was like, "No, I'm actually going to edit it and I'm going to change it last minute, and it's going to be Carmelo losing instead of Julia." So because he didn't want two championship matches ending up in new victories. So I mean, honestly, if they were gonna put it would have been better if they would have had Julia defend her title, because her title reign has been atrocious. Not, it's because of booking. She's lost almost every match she's had this year as champion. She's lost to Rhea, she's lost to Charlotte, and then she lost to a couple other people, and then she, got put on the back burner in favor of Kiana James, which again, I like Kiana James, but Kiana James, her role is the manager currently, and she's being put in a position to outshine the champion. It's really strange. But yeah, Kiana James versus Tiffany was supposed to be for the United States Championship, but then Triple H, he just randomly, kind of last minute, just had the title change go to the men's United States Championship, which still makes zero sense. The only reason that this would ever make sense is if we had a title change at Mania, which would be Trick Williams defeating Sami Zayn. That's the only way this would make sense, if Sami Zayn ended up being defeated by Trick Williams. This is really sad. It's it's so sad, man. Carmelo Hayes reportedly asks for stories. He asks for stories. And Sami Zayn's thing, him winning the title got ratioed. I'll see if I can find it here. His it got ratioed like crazy. So I'll see if I can pull it up. Sami Zayn win like ratio. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. Dude, that's really bad. That's really bad. Dude. Yeah, this isn't this isn't what they wanted for sure. This is not what they wanted, man. 300. This is really bad, bro. Man, and I know there's going to be a bunch of excuses and everything from the copers, as there usually is. I wouldn't even be surprised, honestly. Yeah, so this is the most accurate one I could find because I mean YouTube dislike button, it won't let me download it on my computer. But yeah, so far on here it's got 106.1 thousand views. Yeah, this is a huge ratio. It's getting a huge ratio. But we know how the Coper fans like to be. They'll say even though something's undeniably horrible, they'll say, "Well, it's only online hate. The people in the arenas like it." The people in the arenas will cheer for anything. They'll have someone, I don't know, win a championship after 3 days of being on the main roster and tell them they deserve it. I mean, the audience nowadays doesn't matter. Like the audience are NPC bots. They literally chanted for Roman Reigns to put CM Punk through the table again on last Monday. The only problem was they were chanting CM Punk's name and theme song when he was talking to Roman. These modern audience members are NPCs. They're trained seals. The audiences don't matter. They're there to have a good time. They're not there for a long time. They're not there to pay attention to what makes sense. This is a huge ratio, and I guarantee people will try to defend it and say Sammy deserves it. Sammy's worked hard. He's a workhorse. And then they'll say something like the hate is forced. Sammy gets he gets a reaction from the crowd. And the IWC doesn't matter. The IWC and the same people who are typing that are ironically a part of the IWC, because if you're a wrestling fan and have any electronic device and an opinion, that makes you a part of the internet wrestling community, which is really funny. Like whenever someone's favorite wrestler doesn't get praised, the call comes from inside the house, which means that they'll say the internet wrestling community, their opinions don't matter, but they're a part of the internet wrestling community too, because they have thoughts, opinions, and fingers to send their opinions out, which makes them a part of the because they're on the internet. But it's just like the Jay situation. When everyone said that the hate was forced, even though it wasn't, ratings were super, super low when Jay was champion because he wasn't world champion material. Rikishi said it, Jay said it, everyone said it, Triple H said it, but then for some reason it was hate until they come out and said it, and then the people who said that we were hating, they're no longer to be found. Sami Zayn, him winning the championship makes zero sense unless he's dropping it to Trick Williams, and this is stupid and moronic if Sami beats Trick Williams at WrestleMania 42. This makes zero sense, especially because Sami Zayn he's been for the past year. He's been doing this Rocky storyline to where people have been telling him you won't win the big one, you won't win the world championship, you won't win the United States, you will not win the WWE championship, you will not win the just and Sammy's like, yeah, well, I can do it, Karrion. You and I are gonna have a match. Oh, Karrion's released. Okay, well, how about this, Aleister Black? And then Aleister Black, he's just dwindling. He has nothing, creative wise, and then Sami Zayn's beefing with anyone else but the person who's telling him that he can't win the big one for some reason. It's really weird. But yeah, this is not forced hate. People will some reason cherry pick and cope and say the reactions and the reactions of the reactions of the arena crowd, the in-person crowd nowadays, which is full of bots, trained seals, and NPCs who will chant "You deserve it," and will give anyone, or rather, you can be a heel or a face, and they'll give you the same reaction. So, Sami Zayn winning the United States Championship and them doing a mini pop, they do a mini pop for anyone. They literally told Roman Reigns to put CM Punk through the table again on Raw last week. The only problem is they were just cheering CM Punk and, cheering his name and singing along with his song. So the audience members nowadays are not the same audience members. The real audience members left, because TKO keeps price gouging because they're $4.3 billion in debt or something like that. So nowadays the audience members are just filled with, parents who are brought along by their kids who want to see the shows, and supermarks who will pay $5 trillion to be on Cody's tour bus. But Sami Zayn winning the championship makes zero sense, and it does nothing for anyone. Pure nonsense. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you want to see, it doesn't even make sense if Trick Williams doesn't win the United States Championship. What was Sami Zayn's journey and teasing to be world champion? He literally had a WWE championship match at Royal Rumble. Now I'm gonna win the United States. They put the championship on the dude. If anything, this Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn would have made more. It would have still made sense if they didn't have the United States Championship. Melo had no reason being done dirty like that. Then on top of that, Nick Aldis said that Trick Williams already had a match. Who was he going to fight? He wasn't going to fight Randy Orton. Randy Orton's fighting Cody. That's what I be talking about, bro. The logic gaps. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Till next time. See ya. Oh, and this was Carmelo Hayes' reaction to losing. Now, I keep thinking about more stuff to say right after I press stop record. But yeah, this is what he posted after he lost the championship for absolutely no reason. And I say no reason because it would be in vain if Trick Williams doesn't win that championship, because Sami Zayn does not need another mid-card title reign after he spent a whole year teasing a world championship reign. Oh, and here's what Kalani Jordan said too. Well, she didn't say anything. But they both left memes and gifs and stuff. But yeah, very unfortunate situation. But yeah, it's really, really sad. But yep, that's all I had to say about that.